everyone! Hello, hello! It's me, Tuta! How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing fine, and I think I said it already, but have a good and happy new year. I've been finally starting to live stream, and actually the Twitter link you can see on my overlay isn't the one I use anymore, so I'm going to link the correct one in the description. I hope it's fine. this was a bit hard to plan because I've been having trouble to live stream recently because I've been having those super awful headaches. And today I felt better and I realized that it's been some time since I last made a video like this, so I wanted to make one, and that's how I ended up like this. So today I'm going to make my video games tier list, but like there's no game I do not like on this list. Like I played all of them, of course, obviously. And I just love all of them. So I realized that instead of saying this one I like, this one I do not like, I would just like rank them based on if I want to replay them or not. And because I'm not the kind of person to replay games often, except if I really like them. So I realized this was a better ranking than just saying I like this one, I don't like this one. So yes. There's probably a bunch of games that you do not know on this list, and that's fine because I know I have some weird taste. So I suppose we can start. So the first one is Kiwa Kiwa Pop Princess. It's a rhythm game on Nintendo DS. I played this one when I was super young, super young. The miniature like thumbnail is very small, but I needed to fit all of them inside my tier list. So I hope you forgive me. So yeah, it's a rhythm game. I really like this one, and the OST is one that I still listen to this day. I replayed that game, so I will put it here. I replayed it more than once, in fact, because I just liked it so much. And what I liked in that game is that not only it's a rhythm game, and I really like those, but you can also you have your own character. Well, you play the main character of the game, but you can change her hairstyle and her clothes and things like that. And I just like that. And it was awesome. And the game is it's targeted toward little girls basically, but I really like the aesthetic and everything, and the OST is once again a banger, like just so good. It's awesome. And I do not know who made it. So if someone knows, please tell me if I can listen to some more of their works, because I need more. The second game is Pokemon Platinum. I really like most of the Pokemon games. I'm a Pokemon fan, but I decided to only take my favorite of all the Pokemon main games, because I couldn't just put all of them in the list because there's just too much. I put some other Pokemon games, but they aren't from the main the main series. Pokemon Platinum is actually a game I replayed, so I put it here. And not only did I replay it, but I think it's the game. It is probably the game with the most hour played I have currently, because I've been playing it ever since its release when I was super young, and to this day I still play it. It's just an awesome game, and for so many reasons, but I think that the nostalgia is for me a big part, but it's just good. And the story is nice. The new Pokemon of this generation are awesome as well. I really like their designs. And it's just awesome. Close second though is Pokemon Black and White 1 and 2, of course. Because just for the story, I really like this one. And I didn't put it in the list but it's here in my heart. It's here. So the next one is Final Fantasy 13. I 13-2 even, because the other one is here. This is 13-2. It's a good game. I didn't actually finish this game because I play it on PS3 and my PS3 isn't where I live. So I can only play on some rare occasion. I'm at the end of the game and I really enjoy it. I do not think that I will replay that game. At least not like from the beginning of the story. I might replay it, but just to, you know, unlock some things I didn't. So not really like a replay. I wouldn't call that a replay. It's a very good game. The antagonist of this game is one of the best in all the Final Fantasy games, in my opinion. Caius is awesome. His team is awesome. And I like his motivation and his character design, his voice, his everything. If you did not play that game, I recommend it. But you need to play the first one first, I believe. It would be better. So I would put it in perfectly balanced because I played it once, didn't finish it yet, but to me it's enough to fully appreciate it. So I put it here. The next one is Persona 5. I've been playing Persona 5 as a regular one, and I finished it and replayed it, and I started recently Persona 5 Royal. I did not finish it yet. This one is a bit complicated because I replayed it, but I feel like it wasn't really for the story that I did. Like most Persona games, actually. When I replay them, it's more like because I want to max out my social links, unlock new personas, and those things, rather than to enjoy the story a second time. So I would put it in perfectly balanced because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't play it again, but I did. In fact, this is my tiered run with Persona Royal. So yes, for now, I like Persona 5 Royal, but there's something that they added that I do not really enjoy and that I do not understand. But once again, it's probably because my brain is a bit lacking. The next one is Disgaea, the very first one. I did not play the other one. I started playing Disgaea too, but I did not finish it. Disgaea is a super long game, and I played it when I was super young as well, and I really liked it. In fact, my very first cosplay, back when I still did cosplay, was a character from Disgaea. It wasn't the main character, but it was a character from Disgaea. So Disgaea is another one that's a bit hard because there's a lot of endings, and in fact Disgaea 1 also has a secondary story that you unlocked after playing it the first time, and the story is different from the main run, so you have to replay it actually. Like, you do not have a choice except if you do not want to play a second story, and for that's awesome. And I think that probably because I grew up since, I would replay it because I enjoyed it when I was young, and now that I am an adult, I want to enjoy it with a different vision, you know, because the humor is kind of, it can be sometimes hard for a young lady like me when I played it for the first time to understand all the layers, and I believe that now I would understand even more, and yeah, I would replay it. But the thing is that it's super long and actually a bit hard as well. Personally, I'm not good at video games, so that might be why. But it's a good game, but I would replay it, but probably taking a super long time to finish it. But I would replay it. Next one is Bayonetta 2. Just like Pokemon, I played all the Bayonetta game, except the last one. What's it called? The one where she's a child. I did not play that one yet. Bayonetta 2 is my favorite of the 3 Bayonetta, so that's the one I decided to choose. I replayed it, and I love replaying the Bayonetta game because they're quick to replay. The story is still awesome, and I don't know. I think it's because of the voicing, maybe. I don't know, but I just love the character and how they talk, especially Bayonetta. She's awesome. I love Bayonetta so much, and Bayonetta is just the second Bayonetta is the best in my opinion for a lot of reasons. I'm probably biased because it was one of my first Switch games, so I was super impressed. But I really like the environment, in that game, and Bayonetta's look in this one is my favorite as well. And the story, the OST, of course, are awesome, and it's just good, you know. Awesome. Of course, I'm not talking about Bayonetta 3. In fact, it's not in the tier list at all. But Bayonetta 1 is always also awesome, and if you can play it, please do, because it's good. Bayonetta 1 and 2, not the 3, the tiers. Next one is another Pokemon game, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer of the Sky. Also, the Sky. This one is nice. I didn't play this one. I played the other two because this one is a complementary game of the other two. Pokemon Explorer of Darkness and of Time, I believe, are the two before. But it's basically the second Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, and it's a very good game. You probably heard about those games because they are awesome, just so good. The story still make me cry. I played those games 4 to 5 times, and I still cry at the end. I still cry. The OST is awesome as well. I'm someone who likes to play a game for the OST. So if your game has a bad OST but a good story, I won't like it. But if it has an awesome OST but a bad story, I will like it. But this one has both of them. A good story and a good OST. It's awesome. I love Pokemon, but the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are just so good. I did not play the latest one because I played which one was it? I played one on the 3DS, I believe, and I did not like it, so I didn't finish it. So I didn't want to continue playing those games because they are so dear to my heart that I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. So I'm putting it in replayed because I actually did replay it. Because I like it. I genuinely like it. It's not even just for the story. I just replay it because I like it. So yes. The next one is the Somnian Files. The first one. I did not play the second one yet. This one is a visual novel. I think it's the first one so far in the tier list. It's very good. And the protagonist is very stupid. I love him. I love him. It had some disturbing moments, and I did not know it would be like that when I played it. So when I got to those moments, I was like, wow. I felt very like the thing I felt at that moment. It was like a mix of everything, and it was just so awesome to feel that I don't want to replay it. Because I won't feel the same, you know. Yeah, there's also a bunch of trophies you can get in the game and everything, but basically once you did all the ending, the game is finished. So that's why I won't replay it. Even though if you did replay it, it's a good thing as well. I won't say anything, but yeah, this game is perfectly balanced because in my opinion, you can replay it, but play it once can be enough. It can be enough. For the next one, we got another Pokemon game. Not from the main series. I believe this is the last one in my tier list, actually. This is Pokemon Ranger, Darkness on Almia or something. I don't remember the name in English, but I really like the Pokemon Ranger games, and I'm still asking for more Pokemon Ranger games, even though I know that on the Switch it might be complicated because of the unique gameplay those games have. But Pokemon Ranger are awesome games. And I really like the fact that they really used the DS console to make those games awesome. It's just I know I say awesome a lot, but it's just so good, you know. So yeah, Pokemon Ranger might have for some story that may not be lacking. I don't think that's the case personally. I like the story. I admit I would not be able to tell you what it was about, because I played it a long time ago. However, I still remember that I really liked the OST once again, and that I liked basically the story. I do not remember exactly what it was about, but I really liked it. So I would probably say would replay, because once again for the nostalgia. But for basically once you finished it once, there's not really any side stories. So once you finished it, that's it. And that's good. That's fine as well. That's fine. Next one is Super Princess Peach on the Nintendo DS. You might notice that there's a lot of Nintendo DS games on this tier list because this was my only console for a very, very long time. And I only recently got a PS3 as well as the Switch. So yes. And I didn't even have a computer for a long time. So yeah, so Super Princess Peach is I believe it's the only one so far, only game with Peach as the main character. They're going to release a new one very soon this year, I believe. I don't know the name, but yeah. And I really like that one because Princess Peach is cute. And the game is so cute. It's so cute, but the story is also here, you know. There's a story. It's nice. Of course, it's like it's a Mario game, so you can't like be thinking it's going to be Final Fantasy level story, but it's very good as well. For the little lady it was awesome. It was awesome, and I really like the fact that you could advance in the level by using your emotion and your feelings. It was nice because she's a princess, but she cry. She screamed. She's scared. That's awesome. She's a princess, but she's still so human, you know. I love Princess Peach. She's awesome. I love her. I replayed that game, but personally, I wouldn't replay it now. I remember the story and I remember the gameplay and everything. Of course, I didn't say it, but the OST is nice too. I replay that game, but I wouldn't replay it now. Not even because of the nostalgia, but I think it's because I replayed it too many times in the past, and now I just don't feel like replaying it. The next one is Kira Kira Music Night, the second game of the Kira Kira series, and the last one, sadly. Those are kind of obscure games. And this one is just as good as the first one, but I actually like it more. Because the OST is even better. And you play the girl that was the antagonist of the first game. And the protagonist of the first game is the antagonist of the second game, which is mind-blowing to me. It's crazy. Because, I mean, of course, it's a nice game. Like, they aren't trying to kill each other. They're just trying to be most fashion and most popular game of the city. But still, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the antagonist. And no, you're not the antagonist. You're the protagonist. You're not a bad person. And it's nice. I was a child once again when I played this game. And my mind was blown. It was just so good. And this OST, the one is even better because there's some voice sample which weren't in the first game. And just for that, I would replay it. It's just so good. If I got my hand on those games now, I would replay them. No question asked. I would replay them. Next one is Ace Attorney for Apollo Justice. Apollo Justice, my beloved. If you watched my debut video, you know that I love Apollo Justice a lot. I love him. I love him so much. Oh my god, I can't even begin with this game. It's good. And the stories are awesome. The mechanics are different too. And it introduced Apollo Justice, which is by itself the biggest win ever. And it's just good. I can't even begin to explain. If you played the other Ace Attorney, the one before, I would say play those. And they released the Apollo Justice trilogy recently. It's not an Apollo Justice trilogy. Don't take it as that. But I'm glad they put some love on him, I guess. So yeah, I replayed that game. I would replay it. No question asked again. Wait, maybe not. Let me think. Because I played this game a lot. A lot. So it might be just like with Princess Peach. Because I played those games so much. But at the same time, it's Apollo, you know. Where should I put it? Where should I put it? In like this. Because I would replay it. But also I'm not sure. In the middle. I think in the middle is... in the middle is nice. It's nice. The next one is Fire Emblem Fates. So this one is once again one of my golden 5 is part of that game. It's not one of the main characters, but the game by itself is nice. I did not like the fact that you had to buy 2 of the game to unlock the tiered one. Because I'm a Fire Emblem I'm a Fire Emblem fan. I love those games. I bought the limited collection, limited edition, and that when it released, it was out to get, and I got the 3 games in it, which was nice. But for example, I really liked Conquest, the game with Camilla and everyone, but I hated Birthright. So, but depending on the people, that's fine. You will have an opinion that's totally different from mine, but I really did not like Birthright. And the tiered one, I guess, was good, but my favorite one was Conquest. The tiered one is good because it's basically the real ending of the game. But I don't know, I just liked Conquest more. It was better in my opinion. Maybe because it's the hardest of the 3. I don't know. But it was good. So I played those games, one of each, of course, but I would not replay it. Simply because it's too much, and I feel like once you play it once, you get the feel already of the game, you know. I think so. It's perfectly balanced to me, but no, it's not perfectly balanced. I'm going to put you in wouldn't replay. Actually, I'm sorry. I like that game, but I just wouldn't replay it. I just wouldn't. Even though I like it. So the next one is Persona 4. I played the second one, Golden something, I don't remember exactly. Persona 4 is actually my favorite Persona game. I did not play 1 and 2. I'm sorry in advance. I'm sorry, I know this is bad and I cannot call myself a Persona fan if I did not play those 2, but it's planned. I will eventually. I swear. I swear I will. So yes, Persona 4 is my favorite. I prefer it over Persona 5. And it might be a controversial opinion, but to me, Persona 4 is nice. But I really did not like some of the writing decision they took. Like, I really like the character, but some things they make them do is something I loathe. Like, I do not want to see this. And it's something that a lot of people know when you played Persona 4 on Burn. There's a lot of story choices that are bad. just bad. But nonetheless, Persona 4 is my favorite, just because it's something that I said before to some of my friends, but when I play that game, it feels like I'm part of the friend group, you know. In Persona 5, it's a bit different because we're all friends, of course, but it doesn't feel the same. In Persona 4, you're just kids and you're friends, and you just got here and you all have issues with the world and I don't know what to say, but it's just good. And at the end of the game, when you have to leave, I was so sad. I was like, I was leaving my friends, you know, my actual friends, and it felt awful. So I replayed that game, because as I said, the Persona game, just you need to replay them. For the story, I don't know if I would. I don't know. Let me think, because it has different endings. And now that I think about it, I never finished it. I mean, I finished it, but I did not get the real ending. It was too hard to fight the final boss, and I lost my save. I lost my save, and I had to start over from like 3 hours before, and for me it was not possible. So yes. Sorry, I got interrupted. I forgot what I was saying. So yes, I think I'm going to put that one in perfectly balanced as well, because I just wouldn't replay it. Maybe I would actually, because I like it more than Persona 5. Okay, let's put it here, because I would replay it. I would. I admit I would. Next one is Fate Extra. I found that game by mistake, kinda. And I did not know a lot about the Fate franchise, because I just wasn't in that fandom, I guess. And I found that one. I was like, oh, I didn't know some Fate game were translated in English. So I bought it and I was like, this is a nice game. And you have to replay it at least 3 times, because you unlock 3 servants, and each of the servants come with their own story. And each, of course, story got different ending depending on some of the choice you make and everything. So you have to replay it. But other than that, once you played the game, would I replay it? I don't know, because it's kind of hard. It's good. I really like the OST once again, but some of the choices in the game, like having Rin as your friend, I hate Rin. I'm going to say it now. I hate Rin. I do not like her. It was just hard, and my brain is not made for this. It was a bit long as well, a bit tedious toward the end, I think. That's what I'm not really fond of. So I would put it here to add to replay. If it was easier, I would replay it. I think. Next one is Fire Emblem Three Houses. One of the best Fire Emblem in my opinion. Not my my favorite, but how to say? Fire Emblem Conquest was my favorite because Charlotte is in it, as well as Camilla. But Fire Emblem Three Houses is my favorite because of the story, the character, the setting, everything else. So it's a less biased opinion to say it's better. It's good. So Fire Emblem Three Houses is awesome because you can walk freely. It's awesome. You can walk around. You can run. You can fish. Wow. It's groundbreaking. I played. Let's see. I played each route, I believe, except for Edelgard, because I hate her. I hate her so badly. I just cannot bring myself to do her routes. I just do not want. So I wouldn't replay it, because once I played it once, I didn't feel the need to replay it. But the fact that there's 3 different routes and that you can recruit member of the other houses in your own house is good, because that way you can marry everyone. That's why I that's why I recruited them, not because I wanted to use them because they're strong, but because I wanted to have children. So yes, I'm going to put it in the wouldn't replay case because I wouldn't replay it, but it's still a very good one. Next one is F0JX. It's an old game. It's an old game. It was released on Nintendo GameCube. And it's how should I explain? It's a car game in space. And basically just like those Mario Kart games, except there's a story mode. But the story mode is literally hell. It's just hell. It's good. Don't take me wrong, it's good. But because it's too hard, I never finished it. I think that I went to story mode, I don't know, 3 or 4 maybe, and I couldn't go higher than that. Maybe not even 4. I feel like I went lower than that. It's very good. The OST of that game is, let me say it, God tier. It's awesome. That game was in advance on for its time for so many reasons, and each of the pilots have their own character team. This is awesome, and the amount of work put in that game is just, it's awesome. It's just good. It's why don't they make a new one? I'm so mad. They should make a new F0 game. F0JX isn't the first one. There's a bunch of other ones before, but it was the last one, I believe. And they should make more. It's just good. So this game is replayed, but no, let's not put it in replayed, because there's the story is what I'm talking about when I replay the game, and I wouldn't replay for the story because it's just too hard. So let's put it in here. But if it was easier, I would replay it. No problem. Next one is Fire Emblem 13, the normal one this time. I played that game, I finished it, I loved it, and I know a lot of people did not like it, and I guess that's fine. But to me it was awesome because it was the first PS3 game I ever played, and I was used to play on Nintendo DS, and when I played on PS3 I was like, this is the future. The graphism were awesome. I never saw such a thing in my life. Never. And I liked the fighting, I liked the story, and it felt like when you play a bunch of baby game, I suppose, let's call them that, and suddenly you play an adult game. I don't know how to explain. It was mind-blowing once again. Crazy to me. And Lightning is kind of a bitch, but I liked her. She's cute and she has her hair pink. I liked her. And I like the OST of the game once again. Very good game, very good game. Would I replay it? I would. I would replay it. I did not replay it, but I would totally replay it. I think it's on Steam, so I might just buy it again, maybe, and play it on stream, maybe. Would you guys like that? If you think I should, just tell me and maybe I will. Next one is, oh boy, Jet Set Radio Future. So if you're a Jet Set Radio fan, you probably know already how much this game means to me. So I'm not going to go crazy here. I'm not going to be crazy now, but this is a masterpiece of a video game. One of the best video games ever made. And I'm not joking. It's just so good. I do not have the word for it. It's just so good. The OST, don't get me started on that. When you buy that game, basically, you're not buying a game, you're buying music. You're playing music that comes with a game. It's good. Hideki Naganuma, if you're listening to my video, you're a god. I love you. It's good. Would I replay it? I would. But it's too hard. I can't. I just cannot replay those games. I actually bought Jet Set Radio, the first one, on Steam some time ago. And I cannot even finish the tutorial. Radio Future is easier though, but it's still crazy hard. But if I could replay it, I definitely would. I actually wanted to replay it on my original Xbox, but it's not working because I played the game too much. The CD is just dead. It's not working anymore. We tried to go to a repairman to get it fixed, but it's not. It's dead now. I just played it too much, and I guess it's a bit old now, so it doesn't really help either. But it's good. If you can replay it, do it. If you can't, that's fine. Please listen to the OST on YouTube. You can listen to it on Spotify as well, I believe. It's good. It's just so good. Play it. Next one is a little game that no one knows. Magical Star Sign. It's another Nintendo DS game. It's a very long game with an awesome story that gets super dark for the child that I was when I played that game. At time it was like, oh my god, I couldn't even cry because some of the moments were just so dark. And the world building is awesome. This isn't the first game. Magical Star Sign is actually the second game of a series named Magical something, I don't know. The first one never got translated in English though. Sorry. So yes, very good game. Awesome OST that you sadly cannot find entirely on the internet. The characters are super nice, and the art director has such a nice art style that when I see that art style, I'm like, I know this one, you know. It's not generic, that's what I mean. So it's a very good game. Would I replay it? Yes. It's a hard game, but not too hard to not replay. So I would replay it, and there's actually two choices you can make in the game. Basically, the protagonist can use magical elements, and you can choose between darkness and lightning, basically. And yeah, so it's a good game. I would replay it. I only played twice, I believe, once for each magical element. The story doesn't change much except your planets. Oh yeah, because there's a bunch of mechanics linked to planets and things. Planet alignment and things. Next one is Danganronpa V3. I love the Danganronpa games. I love them. Actually, we got the Danganronpa stream scheduled for this week, so if you like it, you can catch me and we will play a Danganronpa game. So yes, V3 is the latest one. It's my favorite out of the 3 main games, simply because I got to play it at release, and that was crazy to me. Let's see. I like that game. The story was nice. They killed some of my favorite characters, but I'm getting used to it with those games, so it's fine. Would I replay it? Yes. Simply because I love the story. I love the story a lot. And sorry, I don't know what's happening to my voice today. So yes, those are a very good game. I really like the fact that this time the Monokuma little minions were like 3. There was 3. Was it 4? There was a bunch of them, and I really like their team. And a lot of the characters in that game are good. Some are awful. And surprisingly, there was one that I hated for the entire game, except at the very end where I loved her. She suddenly changed and I was like, oh my gosh, I love her. Some character in that game, I hated them from beginning to end. But some are awesome, and I really like the writing of that one. I did not really like the ending though. I wanted the ending to be a little bit different. But it's a good game. It's a good game. Play it. Play the other one as well. Don't watch the anime though. Okay, so the last one is Sonic Heroes. There's the Sonic game in my tier list? Hell yeah. I actually like a bunch of Sega games. Sonic Heroes. It's sadly one of the only Sonic games I played. I want to play Sonic Adventure 2 because I heard it's crazy good. I've been a long time fan of this game. I actually had it on Xbox and GameCube. And I played the game with each of the team, but only finished it with team Amy team, I think, because it's the easier of the four. I believe I finished it with the team Dark one, the team with Rouge, Shadow, and that robot. And there was the team with that crocodile guy that I really like too. I did not finish it, but I was close to finish it. I did not play with the three guys on the jacket because I do not like them. I like them. I mean, I like Knuckles. But that's all. I didn't want to play with them compared to the other one. So I played it actually recently. I bought it on, was it on Steam or somewhere else? I don't remember, but I played it. And oh my god. I had like memories of that game that were so good, and when I played it again, I was like, what is this? What is that game? It's maybe because it's just not up to date in terms of mechanism, but I couldn't maneuver. It was just so hard to me. I couldn't maneuver. I couldn't do anything. And because of that, I got super mad. I was like, what happened to the fun? So I tried to replay it, but I would put it here because it's too hard. It's not hard. It's just that I cannot. I don't know how to explain. I just cannot. I cannot choose that game. It's not possible. So yes, I hope that you like this tier list. It's of course biased, and I probably miss a lot of games, but I didn't add more space in my little rectangle, so I wanted to put it here. What were the first one to come to mind, you know? So do you guys have a tier list of your favorite games as well? Can you link it? I would be happy to listen to what you guys have to say about my tier list, but yours as well. So if you like this video, don't hesitate to follow me. I'm not going to be saying just put a thumbs up. But yes, I enjoyed making this video. I love talking about things I like. I love it. I'm going to put a better version of the tier list on my Twitter so everyone can take a look, and if you want to play those games, you will be able to remember. So yes, thank you for tuning in and have a good day everyone. Bye bye.